Next piece. Du-uru. D-U.U-R-U. Meaning in the dwelling place fashioned. First son of Enshar and a concubine. The double seed is broken. Married Da-uru, meaning she who is by my side, and he married for love, not by blood relation. The bloodline is broken, they cried. They and many others were now infertile due to Nibiru's enduring hardships. They found a son at the gate and adopted him as their heir. All royal bloodlines of Nibiru are now broken. Seen the pattern? This, like the nuclear weapons, was replicated on Earth by certain reptilian DNA families like the Rothschildians. All about the bloodline and keeping it in the family, which is not a saying, but literal with those clowns. They were marrying mothers, brothers, sisters, and half-brothers and sisters as long as the family line was kept. And this was prevalent in the quote-unquote Egyptian eras also. Why? Because at that time, it was the time of the fake gods and humans living on the planet together. We were treated as their slaves, as their incestuous bloodline was deemed more important than ours. But over time, that policy fails. It corrupts the DNA of interfamily relations, it erodes the family tree, and suddenly offspring are no longer produced by the females. That's what went on in Nibiru. That's what went on in Egypt, cult of Ra. Then they introduced concubines, as they're called, more commonly known as prostitutes, to bear children, preferably a son as an heir to the line of the throne. Of course, the Chinese operate the same issue. One child only, and they only wanted a male. So millions of female children in China over the last 100 years have been slaughtered. Same people is why. Or non-people. This then led to family feuds, which still plays out today in faction wars of who is the natural firstborn and a line back to the king. And this is how Anu got to be king, when the real king was Alulu, not Anu. Alulu then fled Nibiru and came to Earth looking for gold to save their planet and hoping to return back home as a hero and claim kingship again. And this is likely the reason for the story of the fake gods mating with women and how that came about. It was seeding their genetics into another race or species, which then gave them the rights in their eyes over that species and continued their family line that was now corrupted. And this is what the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and all the royal family lines have all done going back to Egypt and the cult of Ra. Women are not chosen based on love, but their ability to produce children. All royal males globally now sleep with a succession of various coloured females from around the world to bear children, and then they are given privileged upbringing and then suddenly turn up in one of the top positions around the world. Obama and Bill Clinton springs to mind of examples of that policy. These so-called top families are following another off-world program. They are not based in love, only in keeping control and power. They envy us immensely, as so many go about their lives based in love, of which they can't obtain. To them, love is a weakness to be exploited, a desire and a feeling that has to be buried. But without it, you are left a shriveled, withered down version of you, left in a shell with little life force. Which brings me back full circle, as that is how their planet failed, is it not?